Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. Anyone remember me? I am thrilled to be back after a long hiatus. I had the best trip ever to South Africa and Zambia and Zimbabwe. It was quite a tour, and very grateful to Ame for covering for me for so many days over the holidays, and just psyched to see you all again. I see Dean. It's like nothing has ever changed. D is back with the first comment of the day. We got Pashi and Sweet Pea, Felix, Larry. Felix making me laugh. Assuming Jack didn't get himself arrested, today's his first day back. Yes, I'm still evading law enforcement. I live another day. We got Melissa and Amanda, user 255, Warthog. Wow, all our friends. It's our Jack. He didn't end up in jail. Yeah, yes, I'm here. Hope I'm not too rusty. We got Amy Gal on Twitch and Kenya. Thank you for all the warm welcome backs. And Patricia already following us. It's an early follow. Yeah, so let's see if I still remember how to solve crosswords. I think I do. And by the way, I know that there have been tons of technical issues recently with TikTok. Expecting that we will crash today. Hopefully it will come back quickly. I guess you guys know the drill at this point. Do know that we are working on this actively behind the scenes. We're not just sitting around waiting for it to fix itself. Arkadium's tech team is on it, and we should have updates for you soon. Okay, should we solve a crossword? Yeah, let's at least look at the title for today's puzzle. It's called Fortissimo. It's by Richard Silvestri, and it's in the Stan Newman's hard line of crosswords on Arkadium. Fortissimo, if I'm remembering correctly, means very loud on like a musical score. So maybe we're doing loud things today. I'm not so sure. Warthog says, "Good to see you, man. Good to see you too, Warthog." All right, one across, layered hairdos. Oh, I do see Patricia, our newest follower, already guessing. I think Shags is a great guess. Yeah, shag hairdos have a bunch of layers. Let's just check this S because we're here. Sunscreen letters, and the S is looking beautiful. Amanda took saying mullet, which I guess is a layered haircut, although mullet is 6 letters if I'm counting correctly, and shags is 5. So we only have 5 letters to play with. Yeah, Warthog and Scav and Larry and Rhonda all saying SPF for sunscreen letters. MJ here as well saying SPF. That's got to be it. I can't think of any other sunscreen letters. Let's see if we can make that P work. Begin to bubble. Begin to bubble. Yeah. How have things been in my absence? Have you guys solved a bunch of good crosswords? Have you been crushing Hurdle? What did I miss? I feel like I need to catch up on all of you guys. Ooh, Scav is saying foam up, which I really like. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Something up does look right because you're beginning to bubble. Foam up, like suds, kind of. Although Patricia's saying heat up, which it could be too. Maybe heat up, Plank Boy is voting for, James as well. Although I gotta say, the crosses on foam up are looking perfect. So why don't we just try it for now? Real estate ad abbreviation. Okay. Arcadia says the nonstop hurdle wins when you were gone were honestly exhausting. Well, I don't worry, Arcadia. I plan to end the streak today. Yeah, I know everyone is missing their losses. So Jack is back. We will fail hurdle, as is my specialty. What the hell is the clue to one across, says Magpie. Get your mind out of the gutter, Magpie. It's a hairdo, of course. It's a hairdo. This is not Austin Powers. Okay. Let's see. Plank Boy is saying simmer, which is interesting for 13 across. However, I think it doesn't work with the P. Oh, boil up. Sweet Pea is saying boil up. Hey, Rand, how you doing? Why? So, do I need another cross? Yeah, Sweet Pea saying boil up. Why don't we check one down? Sanitizer alternative. What is FLR? I'm curious. Melissa wants boil up. FPL for fireplace. Wow, I've never seen that abbreviation. Yeah, Larry's saying BDR for bedroom. Okay, but a lot of people, let me just stay where we are, Gil and MJ and Dylan are saying soap as a sanitizer, and Amy on Twitch, yeah, hand sanitizer, soap is a good alternative. So I'm happy with that. So maybe it is boil up. Let's try one more. Word to silver. Silver is capitalized. And Clark on YouTube saying soap. So far we're doing okay. Yeah. So Scav is saying hi ho. Yeah, it's got to be. Hi ho, Silver. That's what the Lone Ranger says to his horse, Silver. Hi ho, Silver. So I'm actually pretty happy with Boil Up. I thought Foam Up and Heat Up were reasonable guesses. And then what exactly are we putting here? Real estate ad abbreviation. I'm just not sure. Huh. I'm still not really sure. Maybe we just continue with 3 down. Arkadium made me laugh, but I'm not reading that comment out loud. Good to see you too, Jessica. Thank you for the warm welcome. I already feel like nothing has changed. Like we're back to old times. Above it all. Above it all. MJ just followed us. Thank you, MJ. Aloft, I think, is a good guess. Jalua also saying crazy first word. Guys, we're talking haircuts. I don't know what you're thinking of. Yeah, aloft, above it all. Literally. Aloof sounds better, says Melissa. Really? I'll say aloof looks better with the cross, but lampoon. Oh boy. I feel like we're already having some struggles in this section. Arkadium says, hold on to that feeling, Jack. Definitely nothing bad will happen today. Yeah. Yeah, I am braced for the worst. Gotta be honest. I think spoof, what Amy and Nate and Scav are saying, makes sense. To lampoon something is to spoof it. So the people voting for aloof must have been correct. I was partial to aloft, because aloof to me is like distant or spacey. I don't feel like it's above it all. That doesn't feel quite tight to me, but other people seem to like it, so I trust you all. Lena Luna's back. How you doing? Belly laugh. I like this. I like this word and this clue. I like Amy getting it correct. I like Dee and Rhonda getting it correct. Guffaw. We could all use some guffaws. Okay. It's about time to look at 16 across. Maybe we should have one more stab at 13 down. We got Kate getting guffaw and Melissa and Underwater Canuck back on YouTube getting guffaw. Real estate ad. I like bedrooms for this. Like BRs. Like number of bedrooms. Yeah, but it could be beds with a D. So maybe we just look at the long one. Our first themer of the day. Reason for cockpit glare. Okay. We got a question mark. So it's some kind of joke. Yeah, and people debating between BDS or BRS. This is looking kind of weird somehow. I see off. Reason for cockpit glare. I'm kind of glad I'm not the only one drawing a complete blank here. I see chat has just dried up, so either TikTok has crashed on me or we're all a little... Oh, Warthog saying it's hi-yo, Silver. Could that be? Rand is saying it too. I always thought it was hi-ho, Silver. And so did chat. Amy Gal's got nothing, which is not a good sign. Hi-yo, Silver. The Y at least looks like it could play well. It looks better than the H, more promising. Layoff, but I don't know what BL's is. Maybe we just solve this little section over here and hope to back into this answer. I can't think of anything else to do. Mandela effect, says Blank Boys. Hi-yo, Silver, a Mandela effect. That's pretty funny. Genie is here saying ray of sun. Warthog wants way off. Ray of light. I'm not sure. There's so little agreement. Ray of light is good. Light. Not sure. Let's get a couple letters first. Amy and Underwater Canuck and David at 50 are saying eBay is a bidding site. That seems good. I needed a gimme for my morale just now. and the crossword obliged. So far. What is 13 down, I'm being asked? Where's 13 down? Why can't... Oh, it's this, yeah. Real estate ad abbreviation. We think it's bedrooms, but we weren't sure if that would be BR or beds, BDs. So that's why that's still blank. So far, Kenya and Amy Gal and Nate and James are saying yet. That seems good for so far. All right, so far so good. Sato blank. Ria is saying ray of flight. Let me... Reason for cockpit glare. Ray of flight. Okay, let me just take this seriously. I like that the R, it works with bedrooms. I guess it's a joke because the phrase is ray of light, but on a cockpit, you're flying, so a ray of flight would be a reason for glare. Do people like this? Yeah, it's a play on ray of... Oh, and Rhonda, Ever the Musical Rhonda is saying that it makes sense because we're adding F for fortissimo. If you weren't here at the beginning, today's title is fortissimo, and the sign for fortissimo means loud in musical scores, and the sign for this on your musical sheet is FF, or maybe even 3 Fs. And so we're adding an F to ray of light to make a punny phrase. I think that is the idea. Good eye, Rhonda. Let's make sure the last few letters work here. Amy Gal thinks it's clever. I do too. I quite like it. Hey, Dysentery Gary. How you doing? Felix goes, Rhonda. I was hoping you'd know the music stuff. Yeah. You can count on Rhonda for that. Shredder, I'm glad you're back too. I'm very happy to see you all. In need of liniment. Amy Gal is saying ashy. Larry and Plankboy are saying achy. And some people are saying just ache, but I think achy or ashy makes more sense. This feels adjectival to me. And I think achy, liniment is more about like a soothing balm rather than a moisturizer, so I'm going to prefer achy. But the cross will tell us. Sato blank, what is this? I think David at 50 is right. KDD saying, is Richard Silvestri, our constructor today, related to Alan Silvestri, the composer? I do not know the answer. I don't know the composer, Alan Silvestri, but that would be quite interesting. Especially since our title is musical today. And this is also musical. If I'm not mistaken, this means like soft voice, and it's also like a choir term. I doubt it's thematic. I think it might just be a coincidence. Vedart, how you doing? I can't tell you how nice it is to see all these familiar names. Superlatively spiteful. Alan Silvestri wrote the Avengers theme. Okay, I didn't know that. That's an interesting fact. We should look it up if they're related. Evilist. Okay. Amy and Lucky and Rand and Larry are all saying evilist, superlatively spiteful. Yeah, superlative meaning like the most, something with an ist ending. Good. Okay, this is... I feel like everything we have is correct. Hi-yo would have taken me a long time to correct on my own. I think credit to Warthog for fixing that little typo. I guess the Seven Dwarfs say hi-ho, and the Lone Ranger says hi-yo. Sam Spade of Filmdom. Pashi and Rhonda and Nate and David and James are all saying Bogart. Seems plausible. I don't know that much about Sam's... Oh, there we go. Okay, so I think we have just crashed on TikTok, and if I'm not mistaken, the protocol is that the mod will refresh and let me know on YouTube when we're back. But we got Rick C in chat also getting Bogart. Oh, what I was saying is I think Sam Spade was a detective in books and in movies, and I guess Humphrey Bogart portrayed him. Happy New Year to you too, Vedart. Hoping that our... Yeah, TikTok's down, says Maddie. And I believe it is being refreshed for me. But if it's not, I will do it soon. Arkadium says we're back. That must mean that I need to refresh my TikTok. I don't see us back, so hold on, give me a sec. Sorry, I'm new to this. Okay, back. Pashi, yikes. T-Bone says what happened. That's been happening to us, T-Bones. TikTok has been finicky these days, but we're working on it. Expect it to happen a couple more times this stream. Now I lay me down. That looks good. Now I lay me down to sleep. It's not flay, I don't think. Now flay me down. No, that's too violent, Amy. Even for Stan. Now I lay me down to sleep is part of like the Lord's Prayer or something. Yeah, we are doing the best we can. I appreciate Armand staying on top of that stuff, and Arkadium's tech team is working behind the scenes on this, I promise. User 255 says, we'll always find our way back to you, Jack. That's what I like to hear. Pashi says they're so annoying. I know they are. Units of petrol. It's not the Lord's Prayer. Skelly is laughing at me. What's it from? What's it from, Skelly? It was a bedtime prayer. Okay. Units of petrol. I like what Shredder and Felix and Rhonda are saying. Liters? However, Barbara McDowell's here. Hello to you. Happy New Year. So I'm seeing two spellings of liters in chat. This is the American spelling, and this is the spelling pretty much everywhere else in the world. I am partial to this one because we don't call it petrol in the US. So I think that is to hint us at the alternate spelling. That is my thought. Yeah, Felix, exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. What Felix said. And Lucinda's agreeing, and Larry Locke on YouTube is agreeing. Speed it up! Nice. Yeah, Sweet Pea and Lulu and Lucky and Amy and Jeannie and Jess Coker are all saying faster. Okay, I'm ready for a second themer. I don't know about you all. Remember, our first one was Ray of Flight, and we added an F, so I'm expecting to add another F. I hated to say the part, if I die before I wake, it freaked me out. Yeah, so that is the rest. Is it a Christian prayer or is it a lullaby? What exactly, where does that come from? Because I know it, I have it in my head. But you're right, it's not the Lord's Prayer. That was all wrong. All right, autumn at its poorest. We have another question mark clue at this second theme spot. Autumn at its poorest. It's a kid's easy prayer. Oh, nice. I really like yeah, good. Felix and Scav, Lucinda, Lucky, Dee and Rhonda all getting this. Very smart. Yeah, very smart. Worst of fall. It's not worst of all, it's worst of fall. Very good. I like this theme a lot. Yeah, turns out Stan's been cooking in my absence, and this is a good one. And I like that we're not just adding F's to any old phrases. It seems like we're specifically adding them to these of phrases, and so it's sort of the F sort of blends with the F in of. Worst of fall. It almost sounds right. Very good. Good puns. I'm excited for the next two. Yeah, work. Rick has got it, and Larry has got it, and Underwater Canuck has got it. I'm happy. Neckline shape. Yeah, Rand and David at 50, and Pashi and Felix and D and Scav are all saying V. Seems right to me. V-neck. Let's check. The puzzle stutters, says James. OPEC's headquarters. Interesting. I don't think I know this just from the clue. I know OPEC is kind of like a cartel of oil-producing countries. Yeah, Felix and Lucky and David and Rhonda and Amy are all saying Vienna, which does look like it fits. Who knew that without seeing the VA? Because I certainly did not. Interesting fact, Vienna in Austria, I guess, hosts OPEC? Did anyone know that? Scottish John. All right, John is either the name John or it is a toilet. Given this eye, I'm suspecting the former. Oh, it's come up in puzzles before, says Felix. Arkadium says, I only know the Billy Joel song. Yeah, I mean, that is a wonderful association with Vienna. Ian looks right. In Scotland, Ian is a form of John. There are tons of forms of Johns. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's check this one. Go astray. Go astray. Hi, Therese. I'm glad to be back. Very glad to be back. Thank you. Happy New Year. Yeah, and Therese and Rhonda and Shredder all get an air. Yeah, to mess up, to go wrong, to go astray. Let's check these downs. Read that as ashtray. Arkadium read that as ashtray, not astray. Yeah, there's almost a theme in that. Today we're adding F's. Maybe we'll add H's next time. Sharp rebuke. Oh, this took me a second to see, but I think yeah, Jeannie and Felix and Jessica and Rhonda and Lucinda are right. An earful, a sharp rebuke. I can almost hear that one. Yeah, Warthog and Rand get an earful. Looks good to me. Join the club. Join the club. Yeah, Underwater Canuck get an earful. What was the best theme you guys had when I was gone? I feel like I missed all the fun. Pashi and Rand and Ian Ray. Ian, you're in our puzzle. I wouldn't be surprised if your last name were in the puzzle somewhere too. Lulu and Shredder are saying enroll. I like this. Oops. Join the club. Yeah, enroll in the club. Edifying facts. All right. So far, smooth solve. I'm still gonna jinx us. That hasn't changed. New year, old me. I think we're doing well. Oh, Warthog pointing out Ray is in the puzzle. You're right. Ian Ray, you're almost entirely represented here. I like info for edifying facts, which Amy Gal is saying, and Pam. Invalidate. Invalidate. Okay. We're doing all right. I sense 2 more themers in our future. Kenya says multi-directional theme was my favorite while you were gone. Sounds interesting. And we got Bradley on YouTube. We had a theme where we were dropping the ending it. Oh, that sounds fun too. I feel like I missed all the fun. Warthog and Patricia and Larry all saying annul. Yeah, to invalidate is to annul. Arkadium encouraging people to follow us, yeah, and reminding everyone that we stream every single day at noon Eastern time, and following us is the best way to keep in touch. And as Arkadium points out, we also stream at 12:15 p.m. and 12:37 p.m. Whenever TikTok crashes on us and we restart. Really? Pretty sparse clue, but I think, yeah, Kenya and Amy are onto something here. And Lulu and Sweet Pea saying, in fact. Yeah, really, in fact. Seems right. Good stuff. Cloud-like hairdo. We opened with a hairdo. Layered hairdo. Although everyone was objecting to one across. Grace, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I thought I would feel rusty, but frankly, I feel like I'm home. Cloud-like hairdo. Amy and Kenya and Jeannie saying afro. I think that's got to be right. FDR era agency. Oh man, there's several FDR era agencies, and crosswords love them. We got Duo back on YouTube, also getting afro. Oh, Rhonda saying we missed you too. That's nice. Like riding a bike. You're a pro, says Kate. Yeah, who remembers this one? It's not era, Melissa. It's a solid guess, but it's not era. Amy's like, I will not know this. Yes, Rand and Steph, I'm almost sure you guys are right. Sweet, Georgia Girl, and Shredder as well. NRA. And it's not, it took me forever to learn this. It is the National Recovery Association, for recovering from the Great Depression. It has nothing to do with the other NRA, just so we all know. John Clarity says, did you try the Wall Street Journal puzzle contest last weekend? I do the Wall Street Journal puzzle contest every week because I love it. And yes, this last weekend's was an amazing puzzle, but I could not solve it. Did you figure it out, John? It was a really good one. Because I looked at the solution after it was posted, but I didn't get it on my own. Emeritus, abbreviation. Canadian Kangaroo saying welcome back. Thank you so much. I think I like what Lucky and Melissa and D are saying for this. Ret as in retired. It's an abbreviation for retired. And I guess if you're an emeritus, you're usually retired but have some distinguished position. Yeah, Felix, there's something called a contest crossword, which is where you solve the puzzle and it has a theme, but it's not obvious what the theme is or where it's even hiding in the grid. And just from little clues like the title of the puzzle and a little blurb you get, you have to figure out, you have to find some hidden words somehow, piece together letters or all sorts of wacky mechanisms, and then you submit the answer for a chance to win a prize. The Wall Street Journal runs one every week, and it's wonderful. I have gotten them right many times, but I have yet to win that prize. I think they give a mug. In a way, I think Sweet Georgia Girl and Rhonda are correct, and Underwater Canuck saying sort of. In a way, sort of. Okay, so John, you solved it. Well done. Yeah. After seeing the solution, I really wished I'd gotten it. And John followed us. Thank you, John. Nothing like the Wall Street Journal contest crossword to bring us together. Thank you, Shania. Good to see you. Toward the rudder. Yeah, I think Felix and Melissa are. I see. James wanted sort off to practice adding extra Fs. I don't think that 23 down is a themer, but I like you keeping your eye on the prize. Aft is looking right for toward the rudder of a boat. Yeah, Grace and Duo and Larry getting that. Outdo. Outdo. Okay. I think I get this. I think I get what they're going for. And I think Amy Gal and Rand and Felix and Pashi get it too. Yeah, to top. You don't normally think of top as a verb, but there it is, to outdo someone, to one-up them, to top them. Jerry G getting that one, I like it. Warthog getting it. Wolf cousin. Okay. Fair enough. Warthog, I went on a safari when I was in Africa, and I saw many warthogs. And I thought of you. Shania answering via emoji, which is always my favorite kind of answer. Fox looks good for a wolf cousin. I'm too tempted to check this X right now. Anticipates. Yeah, for a second I thought it was expats, but that would only have one blank space there. Hey Blake, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Felix said they're distant cousins, I guess. I wouldn't have thought wolf and fox were cousins, but it does make sense. They're very similar animals. And Stephen Longifer and Amy and Rand and Pam are all saying expects for anticipates. I like this. Expects. Toddly Enough is here. Changed your profile picture. I'm noticing that too. A lot of familiar names with unfamiliar profile pictures. It's crossing my wires. Ooh, can we have a special edition Safari Tales with Jack? You can tell stories while wearing a fun hat, and we can do a themed puzzle. Ooh, a safari-themed puzzle sounds fun. And yeah, I'm sure I could bust out my shading. What is it called? A bucket hat? Presidential nickname. Yeah, Grace and Amy and who's that? Starling Stumble? Saying Abe. Abraham Lincoln seems correct. Big benefit. Big benefit. Yeah, Barbara McDowell getting Abe. Oh, Shania said, could the theme be something about fear, like fear, falling fear? I don't know if you were here already. I think the theme is mostly adding Fs to phrases. Maybe there's an even more unifying bit about fear, but so far we have phrases with of in the middle, and we add an extra F, and they're clued wackily. Toddly Enough saying boon, yeah. And Larry Locke. Oh, Barbara wants boom and is giving me a bunch of emojis, which actually kind of could be something booms, but I think boon is a little more accurate with the clue. We'll check that down. Okay. One of the giants of science. Okay. Happy with that. One of the giants of science. Yeah, we got some science fans in chat. Canadian Kangaroo and Kenya and Grace and Jessica and Kellyanne and Jay Oakley all saying Newton, Isaac Newton, possibly the greatest scientist of all time. Seems good. Sir Isaac, yes, Melissa. There goes TikTok. And yeah, Grace is excited to see the inventor of calculus in our grid, as am I. Reporter's query. I think I'm just going to continue solving, and hopefully we won't get too far without the TikTok folks. Bye, TikTok, says Grace. Lulu K is here saying, who? Reporter's query. Who was that? Who did it? TikTok is back up. That means I think I need to refresh my page. Yeah, back again. We're back. Hey, guys. Who? Everyone's saying who. Good. And Scab no time putting Choi. I see a bunch of different spellings of this. I see Choi like this, but I'm pretty sure I've only seen it with a Y. So that's what I'm going to go with. Let's try this long one here. Take advantage of a sale. A lot of people spelling it with an I. I really would have thought, or with a U. Wow, okay, maybe I'll take the Y out. Or maybe we'll just look at that cross after this. Blake says, in music, if you play fortissimo, it is often marked FF. Yes, I think that is the joke, that we have these FFs in the puzzle, when normally the phrase would only have one of those Fs, but it's fortissimo. Take advantage of a sale. I see. Duo and Jerry and Shania saying stock up. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's polish up this little section, because otherwise it's going to nag at me. And then we'll check out the third themer of today. Diane Keaton in The Godfather. Yeah, Sweet Georgia Girl and Felix and Larry all getting stock up. I like that. I don't remember what Diane Keaton's name was in The Godfather. I'm banking on chat knowing. Rhea and Bill Cox are saying the same thing. I see some people saying Kim and some people saying Kat, but majority saying K. So I think I have to go with the majority here, because I just totally don't know. Kay Adams. Reese gives a last name, which always gives me confidence, so I'm going to go with Reese's guess. Box office receipts. Box office receipts. It's K. Warthog giving me the confidence as well. So, what is this? Oh, this is a hard clue. Huh. Yeah, I think that Canadian Kangaroo and Felix are probably right. Although several people guessing tabs, which I don't quite understand. Toddly Man, I think it might be Take, which several people are getting. I've heard you hear this, like the box office take, which is how much money basically that the movie made. Difficult clue for Take. I like it though. Kay Adams Corleone is who Diane played in The Godfather. Thank you, Shania. Glad to see that you are still taking up the mantle of looking up fun facts for us. Oahu instrument. Grace and Lulu are saying uke, short for ukulele, which they play at luau's in Oahu. Yeah, Biomonk, R.I.P. Diane Keaton. It's very sad. Bill Cox is here getting uke, and Kellyanne O'Neill getting uke. Seat for a service. See Lulu and Amy and Grace and Sweet Georgia Girl all saying pew. I think that's right. In church, that's the kind of uncomfortable seating you sit on. What's this? Evergreen tree is a U. Huh. So many years of solving crosswords, I don't think I know what a U actually looks like. I am ready for 43 across. How about you guys? So we have a themer here. and it is a joke. The joke is agrarian outerwear. And so far, I think it's going to be some normal of phrase. This, I can bet you this letter right here is an F, because that is... Jessica's like, don't know you. Look in the mirror to see you. Oh my god. Who needs Stan's groaners when I got chat? So, agrarian outerwear. Oh, very nice. Yeah, Amy Gal is saying coat of something. I think, who was it? Rhea. Or Rhonda, actually. Yeah, Rhea and Shania and Pashi, and a lot of people are saying coat of farms. Yeah, Toddly Enough says that's great. I couldn't agree more. Coat of farms. Of course, coat of arms is a normal phrase, but we are adding Fs to make it fortissimo and making it coat of farms. Agrarian is the farms and outerwear is the coat. I like this. Groaners indeed. Yeah, farms is clever, says Lulu. Grace says that's smart. It's a good theme. Exultant cry. Exultant cry. Oh, and we weren't sure about the Y here, although now I kind of am, because Rhonda's given me an exultant cry that looks too good to be wrong. Patricia, ooh, actually, I'm seeing a second exultant cry from Amy Gal. Could be oh boy, which is what the TikTok folks seem to prefer, or oh joy, which is what Amy on TikTok has given me. They both sound quite exultant to me, so I'm just going to leave that blank and check 45 down. Some. Richard says another clever would have been a suit of farmer instead of armor. I do like that, Richard. That would have been very good. Although I guess armor and farmer aren't spelled the same way, but I definitely like that joke. Suit of farmer. Yeah, I mean, it also works with the same clue. You don't even need to write an extra clue for that. Some. Very vague clue. Toddly Enough and Patricia are saying amount. But I don't think I like it with oh boy. Oh, Warthog already looking for hurdle. Warthog wants groan for hurdle since we've been groaning all day. You don't want shags for hurdle? Because we do not have a lot of 5-letter entries in this puzzle. Oof, it's actually quite sparse. I think I like what Jessica and Grace are saying for this. A bit of, some, a bit of. Mostly I want it to work with B or J here for oh boy. It could be a bunch, I guess. Yeah, all right, fine. We'll take that out. I'm leaving the B, though. I'm pretty happy with the B. Let's check this. Styled in a salon. Yeah, Amy, you'd have to change the spelling for coat of farmer. Yeah, that's my quibble, too. Styled in a salon. It sounds good, though. Is 29 down on time? Where's 29 down? Oh, certainly looks it, doesn't it? When we get to 29 down, I'm gonna go to you, Shania. Okay, I'm seeing combed, colored. I don't think colored quite fits. Coiffed? Wow. Not a word I use in my daily life. I know a coif or qua is like a hairdo. So maybe it is correct? Arkadium says, so 66 across is 5 letters. Arkadium trying to get me to wager something. You could just commit now to use whatever 66 across is. Could be something great. Could be Oreos. Roll the dice, Jack. Ooh, I sort of like this wager. So whatever 66 across is, we'll just use it for hurdle. The only problem with this is that not all 5-letter entries in the crossword are valid hurdle words. But let's say if it is, we'll use it. Amy and Patricia and Rhonda are all saying, I'm in for poker declaration. Yeah, I'm in. That looks good. And it does look quite good with a bit of. Yeah? Jessica likes the idea of 66 across for a hurdle. Does anyone else like it? Arkadium says, is Blake here? He would appreciate this. It's true. A little hurdle chaos, that's Blake's bread and butter. A bit of. Putting it in. Sabotage says, ooh, I finally caught a live puzzle. Well, you're about to be kicked off TikTok, Sabotage, but stick with us because we will be back in a few seconds when TikTok crashes, inevitably. Budgetary excess. Don't ignore poor 54 across. That's true. We do have 2 shots at a hurdle word. Let's say if 66 across is not a valid hurdle word, we'll do 54 across. Budgetary excess. Hi, Jeffrey. How you doing? Oh, Lucinda just giving me 1 letter. Yeah, Grace saying it too. Fat. I think makes sense. Yeah, you trim the fat. That's like a metaphor for removing unnecessary expenditures. So I'm happy with that. Thank you for the heart, Jeffrey. Apparently, fat is censored on several of our platforms, it seems. And Lucinda liking the live too. Shania says, walk in and don't touch anything. Yeah. We got a good thing going. Don't mess it up. I, in Latin, apparently is ego. That makes a ton of sense. I don't know if I've ever really considered it. Amy Gal says, I don't understand this clue. I think it literally means that in Latin, that's what this is short for. That's how you say I, like the pronoun. It's ego. Electrical resistance. Oh my god. I would have needed so many crosses to get this. I'm kind of glad we have 5/6 of this word already in place. Nobody uses this word, do they? Maybe electricians do. But Sabotage and Felix and Toddly Enough and Shania and Larry are all saying homage. What's the theme? Oh, and let's just try this. Alphabetic trio, D, E, F are in a row. PCow just followed us. Thank you so much. If anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do consider it. We stream every day at noon Eastern time. Following is the best way to keep in touch. Yeah, voltage, wattage, ohmage. It's a good point, Felix. Oh, and Sabotage was asking for the theme. We're adding Fs to of phrases to make wacky things. So ray of light becomes ray of flight. Worst of all becomes worst of fall. Coat of arms becomes coat of farms. So that's what we're doing. We got 1 more to look forward to. And yeah, Shania was spot on with on time, according to schedule. On time looks great. Shania says, I called it a while back. OMG, I'm a psychic. Shania, I gotta say, I have seen you be psychic. You once called like a 15-letter entry with no letters in place from way far back. I don't know if you remember that one, but that was... I'm still thinking about it. You mean me? I think I like what Plank Boy and Felix are saying for this one. And Grace. Moi and Lulu. Couldn't be. Moi? It's like this indignant way of saying me. It's literally me in French, but... Yeah, I'm drawing blanks, Shania. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, it was some kind of board game puns. That was very impressive. Popular palate cleanser. Nice. I see Lucinda and Rhea. I see a lot of people saying this. I remember the first time I went to a restaurant with my family and they served sorbet as a palate cleanser between courses. I was a little kid and I was so thrilled that they served ice cream between the meals. It's nice when the little things please you so much. Marianne is here getting sorbet, and Lucinda found a nice sorbet emoji. Shania says, I still remember that Thursday afternoon, and you were so shook I thought you passed out. Sounds right. Sounds pretty accurate. Major main merchant. I see, yes. I think Lucinda and Felix and Heather and Marianne are probably correct here. With LL Bean. Looks good. They seem plausibly from Maine. Ooh, this is that time in the stream where I want to look at 59 across without any information. Since we know what the theme is. Should I try it? All right, I'm doing it. Our last themer, imperfect place to play tennis. imperfect place to play tennis, and it's going to be some kind of normal of phrase with an extra F added. Not easy. Oh, the just as I say it, Felix. From afar. Well done. Yeah. I think Shania and oddly enough, very nice. Yeah, and people on Twitch are getting half of it, but I think Felix just completely nailed this one. Court of Flaw. Oh my god. These are total groaners. Court of Flaw. Court of law, of course, is a normal phrase, but here it's a tennis court with flaws. It's imperfect. Nice work, Felix. Well done. I've enjoyed this theme. Grace says, OMG, I never get those. Interest-bearing accounts. Felix says, it's my type of humor, being a dad and all. Yeah, you have an advantage. Good. Sydney and Felix and Jessica and Pam and Grace are all saying CDs, certificates of deposits, I think is what that stands for. Yeah, totally dad jokes, Rhonda. I agree. Statistics. Oh, there goes TikTok. There goes TikTok. Okay. I refreshed it. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, does anyone on... Bye, TikTok, says Grace. Does anyone on any of the other platforms have a guess for statistics? All right, I see people, joining on TikTok. Hopefully I'll see your comments soon. Yeah, there we are, back again. I think Felix and Sweet Georgia Girl and Larry Locke are right on data. Although I kind of disagree on this. I tend to think that statistics you make out of data, but they're not identical things. But that's me being persnickety. Teen Shopper. Teen Shopper, interesting. Yeah, Barbara McDowell got data. Yeah, I like what all my Twitch peeps are getting Mallrat and Heather and Felix. It's a fun entry. Mallrat, Teen Shopper. Mallrat is like someone who hangs out at the mall, right? Is that all Mallrat is? Filled tortilla. Filled tortilla. Okay. I know this one. We've not had any major hiccups today. Oh, and Rock and Rhonda moved to YouTube. Also getting Mallrat. And Plank Boy and oddly enough, yeah, I think I'm getting several different spellings here, but I think flauta is the right idea. And I'm pretty sure it's with an A here. We can check it right away, but I would spell flauta this way, but am I wrong? High wind. No, I'm right. This looks good. Yeah, oddly enough is right, and Clark is right. Rhonda's right. Grace is right. Yeah. Everything looking peachy. Do we think we can finish the crossword and hurdle before TikTok crashes again? Hi, Kurt. Thank you for the welcome back. Happy New Year to you, too. And Lay is here saying gale. Yeah, this has got to be right. A high wind is a gale. Okay, one letter left in this section. A trellis piece crossing aspiration. Good. Grace is like, no, we can't do both of those. Yeah, Shania jumping ship to YouTube, understandable. D says, there you go, jinxing us again. It's in my nature, D. What can I say? Hey, Lay, good to see you too. Yeah, Lulu is saying I'm slat and goal. Yeah, an aspiration looking like a goal, and then a slat is a trellis piece. I like it. Okay, so should we look at... Okay, let's... If anyone was not here, we agreed that whatever is sitting at 66 across, we're going to open hurdle with it. So I'm hoping that this isn't some crazy word like jazzy or something with terrible letters, and that it's actually amenable. If it is not a valid hurdle word, we're going to do 54 across. So I kind of want to piece it together one letter at a time. Baseball play for short. Ooh. Felix has been on a roll today. I don't know if you guys have been watching him, but I have. Sack fly. Swami Jim likes it too. Lulu says, I hope it's jazzy. No. So, so far, not great putting a Y there. I'm not thrilled. Free as a bank account. I want common letters. I want vowels. I want N's and S's and L's. You guys are setting me up for a bad hurdle. Welcome back. X is here saying no fee. Warthog agrees. And who's that? Osna Pitts Sid saying no fee. Yeah, free as a bank account. I like this. Arkadium says Felix keeps kicking everyone off TikTok so he can be the star. Can you imagine? Oh, Rhonda guessing what 66 across is. Rickman of the Harry Potter films. Okay. Oh, it's like, oh snap, it's Sid. Thank you. Yeah, I was not parsing that correctly. I see it now, though. Oh snap, it's Sid. Yeah, Lay and Bill Cox. The late, great Alan Rickman, of course. Yeah, Alan Rickman played Severus Snape in the Harry Potter films. I think Rhonda's right. Let's look at 60 down. That's impressive. Yeah, we're on to you, Felix. We're gonna catch you pretty soon. The Arkadium mod is gonna banish you like she did Lucky. Oh snap, it's Sid. Committing that to memory. Yeah, I think you guys are right. That's impressive. Oh, and I think Rhonda's right. Okay, I'm gonna look at 66 across. I actually love it as a hurdle opener. African Predator. It's also very fitting for my recent safari, although I didn't see any hyenas. Yeah, Jessica and Warthog saying hyena. All right, so that's what we're open with. That is definitely a valid hurdle word, and I like it. We could have gotten a lot less lucky. Grace says I'm not mad about it. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Yeah, how on theme for Jack's returns. I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. I like this this gamble that the Arkadium mod suggested. Well, I like it for now since we got lucky, but maybe I won't like it next time. Legendary Chicagoan. So I don't think I know this, but TikTok chat seems to know it. Can someone explain who O'Leary is to me? My ignorance is showing. Shania and Heather and Plankboy and Pashi all seem to know. Meanwhile, we only have a couple. We only have a couple words left. He's a Chicagoan. Thank you, X. Is he legendary? Oh, it's a Mrs., says Pashi. Mrs. O'Leary's cow started the Chicago fire. What? From Shark Tank, says Sid. I don't think so. Beloved in Bologna next to numbered root, abbreviated. And that is going to reveal a team leader. Okay. I think we can do this. She owned the Chicago Fire cow. Wow. So Leary's cow knocked over the lamp that started the Chicago Fire in 1903. Yes, everyone's saying coach for 54 across, which I think is going to work. Cara is like beloved in Italian. And then a highway is going to be a numbered route. I see Douglas giving me the drum roll. I see, I think someone else gave me a drum roll on Twitch. Here we go. Team leader is a coach. There we go. Confetti. How I missed you. It's always fun solving these crosswords with you guys. I really liked this puzzle. I thought these groaners were pretty funny. Stick around. I'm pulling up Hurdle as I ramble. Talk amongst yourselves. I hope we don't lose TikTok in the meantime. Oh my god, I've forgotten how to do this. That is my problem. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. Here we go. That was a struggle. There, I have Hurdle up. And good. Good. Confetti, how I have missed you, Jack 2026. Yeah. The confetti is so validating. All right, what are we doing, hyena? Wouldn't it be amazing if we got this in one? All right, far from it. We got an N. Kate shared the live. Yes, Kate has a friend who only likes the hurdle. Hyena looks good. Lucinda's saying noisy, but we kind of already know there's no Y, so maybe we can do better. Noise, yeah. Noise or north? Yeah, let's try noise. It seems good. I mean, we get two more. Oh no, but we know there's not E either. We could probably do better than that. North? Yeah, north. Shania and Grace and Amy are voting for. All right, I'm happy with this. Let's try it. Okay. Slowly but surely, we piece it together. Yeah, no E. I finally caught up to the no E situation. North was a reasonable guess, right? Oh no, it wasn't a reasonable guess. The H. Oh, I gotta stay focused. Oh my god, dead lettered the H. I can't believe I did that. I'm so sorry. So disappointed in myself. Onion. I'm gonna triple check this. Okay. There's something weird about I kind of don't like onion. It repeats too many letters. I think we can do better. Everyone wants it. Sound? No, we know the O's not there. Are we really doing onion? Why is everyone suddenly converging on onion? Clown? Clown? Clown is not terrible. Lay says you're so hard on yourself. We're okay with the dead letter guess. It would help place the N for onion. All right, let's try clown because I just see Douglas say blown. Everyone wants onion. No, I'm doing clown. Here we go. Oh, this is getting rough, guys. We found our N, but I'm starting to sweat. If we lose on round 1 of my return, I'm blaming the mod. Does it start with an O? You know what's amazing? Onion is still valid. It actually could be onion. X says, I don't understand the strategy. Why not guess a word with none of those letters? Well, now we could, like, we still need to find where the N's and the O's go. Because yellow just means they belong in the word, but we still don't know where they go. So it's useful to guess things with those letters. Does that make sense? People really want me to try onion. It seems kind of bonkers to me. Why can't it be spoon? Yeah, it can't be spoon because the O's are not in the right place. Everyone wants onion. All right, we're doing it. I hope you're happy. We did get some information. So it ends in ON, and we picked up an I along the way. It's a little dicey though, I gotta say. Union is no longer possible. You know how sad I'm gonna be if we don't do this. Bison. We start with hyena, we end with bison. How about that? The chat is conning you. I know. Somehow I feel like we're not in this together. Bison. It's interesting, Lucinda. I'm feeling that too. Let's go for it. Oh, thank goodness. Well done, Bison. Oh my god. All right, here's my goal for round 2. Let's have it not be that stressful. Let's get this in 3. And I think we can do it because we have a lot of letters. Let's get this in 3. Gib just followed us, or Jib. Thank you. Felix says, what did the dad buffalo say when his boy went to college? Bye, son. Oh my god, Felix. Save the groaners for the crossword. Noble. I'm seeing noble. That's a nice guess, Sid. Yeah, there's also nobly, but we might as well guess the E. Yeah, triple checking that I'm not making a mistake, but this looks good. I like it. Oh, I thought for sure we were getting it. It does look like it's nobly. I did call, I guess we were getting it in 3. I thought we were getting it in 2 for a second. Well done, guys. It says, nice to have you back, Jack. Nice to have you. Douglas says, you need Amay's stress butter. Yeah, does Amay not get stressed playing Hurdle? Is that just a me thing? I also feel like I make you guys more stressed than you would be. I don't know why I find this game harrowing. Okay, Grace says she does get stressed. Chair, audit. Yeah, audit seems reasonable. And Sweet Georgia Girl's agreeing. Why not? Let's do it. I like it. A lot of common letters, a lot of vowels. Could have been worse. Warhawk says it's hard to watch you play. Oh no. Okay. No, I'm not doing Jello and Clark. That feels like a trap. What's this gonna be? Pride, says Lulu. It's an interesting guess. It's consistent with what we have. Yeah, I like Pride. Sticking with our safari theme, I did see a Pride of Lions. Let's do this. No one's yelling at me yet, so I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, very nice guess. Look at that. Oh my god, we have so much to work with. Maybe it could end in ED? No. What's this gonna be, actually? It's too late for diner. Weird. Oh, weird is so good. I wasn't sure what this was. Ian Ray from our crossword saying weird. It's not dried. The R is in the wrong place. I think it's weird. Look at this. Yeah, so good. Very nice spot, Ian. I liked that. All right, good. I'm feeling better than I was back at Bison. That was stressing me out. Now I feel like we're at least going to make it to the last round, which is my first goal in any hurdle game. Make it to round 5. And I think we can do that. Isotron on YouTube got weird. So Scav is saying grout, Lucinda's saying rough. Which one's better? Maybe grout has slightly more common letters because it trades a T for an H. Groan is actually pretty funny. Yeah, let's do groan because it was part of our crossword experience. All right, 2 greens. I could do that. I can work with this. So what are we doing? Can't be front anymore, which several people on Twitch were voting for because we know there's no N anymore. Proxy? We're going right for proxy, Scav? Surely there's something more common, like frost. That's a nice guess. Lulu and Amy's guessing frost. Let's try that. Triple checking so I don't get yelled at. Yeah. Oh boy. That was bad. If it's proxy, I'm gonna owe some apologies, aren't I? Oh no, it can't be trout anymore. Broom is interesting. We could do a filler word at this stage. We don't have to honor this RO here. Warthog's yelling at me. What? What did I do? Proxy's looking better. Oh no. There's also group. No, it can't be group because of this G. Are we really doing proxy or do we want a filler word? Because there's so many things. Yeah, there's prowl, someone D just pointed out. Brook, broom. All right, let's do a filler with like some of the words from proxy, some of the words from prowl, and some of the words from broom. I mean letters. Yeah, Kaylin is being very helpful, listing them all out. Let's do a filler with a B, starting with a B, and then ending in a Y, maybe? And putting an O here? Is there anything like that? No W, so it can't be prowl. Good point. Bumpy. Is bumpy a good filler? I think it is, because we were thinking about the U as well. We checked the B, we checked the Y. I think bumpy's a solid filler. Do people... Yeah, Steppy likes it. Let's try this. That was quite informative. Extremely informative. I think it has to be broom. Starts with a B, and we need a home for an M. I don't see anything else. Yeah. Your mom is here, and Kenya and Lulu all saying broom. Let's go for it. Whew. All right, bumpy was a good filler. Well done, everybody. Nice to see you too, Efon. Oh, wow. And Christmas came late, I guess, because look at this. Look at this board. I think we're going to do this. If you don't know Hurdle, we only get 2 guesses in this final round, and normally that's a stressor, but we have so much information. We know it starts with B-O, and we know there's a W-E-I here. I think we know what this has to be. Strange word, but I don't see any other option. A Bowie? Like this. I think we're doing it. Happy 2026, says Delia. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a good year. I can feel it. Yeah, like a Bowie knife, I guess. I'm pressing enter. Oh, man, well done. Well done. I had so much fun. I forgot how fun these are. Thank you so much for joining me for the crossword, for Hurdle. Thank you for the warm welcome back in general. It's lovely to be back with you all. I'm going to stream again on Thursday. May will be with you tomorrow. We're back to our usual schedule. So I'm doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, and May's doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please follow us if you don't already. We stream every single day at noon, and following is the best way to keep in touch. And check out Arkadium.com. You could play more hurdles right now. You could solve more crosswords. And yeah, thank you so much for all the warmth. You guys really are the best. And we are working on this TikTok stuff. I know it's frustrating. Thanks for bearing with us. Hopefully we'll have an update in a few days. Good thing we didn't use proxy, says RC. Grace says, Jack, I'm so happy you're back. It warms my heart to hear that, Grace. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.